They say the sky is the limit, but today I decided to go beyond it. After weeks of anticipation, countless YouTube reviews, and dreaming about cinematic skies, the wait is finally over. I got my hands on the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and this is not just an unboxing. This is the beginning of a new perspective. Join me as I take flight for the very first time, capturing the world from above and unlocking the whole new level of creativity. This is my maiden voyage and my maiden flight. Here are some notable DJI drone models across various categories including consumer, prosumer, and professional. So we have DJI Mini 3 or Mini 3 Pro, DJI Air 3, DJI Air 2S, DJI Mavic 3 or Mavic 3 Pro, and professional drones. We have the DJI Inspire 3, DJI Matrix 30 or 300 RTK, 350 RTK, DJI Avatar. If you are in vlogging, the Mini 4 Pro, Air 3 and Mavic 3 series are particularly popular among creators due to their portability, intelligent features, and high-quality video output. Why drone? For me, a drone is not just a piece of technology. It is a gateway to a new perspective. There's something powerful about seeing the world from above. A drone gives you the freedom to rise above the limits of the ground, to capture beauty and the naked eye often misses. It's not just about the wide landscapes or cinematic shots. It's about storytelling. Every flight is a chance to frame a moment in a way that's never been seen before. Whether it's documenting life's simple sense, exploring nature, creating content, or just enjoying the thrill of flight, a drone transforms how we experience the world. It blends creativity, technology, and adventure into one compact flying model. So why drone? Because I want to see more, create more, and share more from a higher point of view. So why drones again? Because in the sky, I find clarity. In flight, I find creativity. And through the lens, I get to share the world, not just as it is, but as it feels. Then came my actual first flight of the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Then, the moment had finally come. After unboxing, charging batteries, updating firmware, and watching tutorial after tutorial, I am ready. My hands were slightly shaky, not from fear, but from excitement. This was my very first time flight with the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I chose a quiet, open area for the maiden flight. Just enough space, no obstacles, and plenty of room for my nerves. As I powered up the drone, the motors purred softly like it was waking up. Just as eager as I was, I hit takeoff, and there it was, lifting off smoothly, hovering confidently, and as if I knew that what I'm doing even before I did. For a few seconds, I just let it hover, amazed that this tiny machine was holding itself steady in mid-air. Then I eased the stick forward and the world opened up. The camera feed was stunning, clear, vibrant, and perfectly stable. I started with slow movements, gentle pans, and tilts, just getting a feel of it. The obstacle avoidance kicked in gracefully. When I tried testing its limits, the controls were buttery smooth. It didn't feel like I was flying a drone. I feel like it was painting the sky. That first flight was not long, but it was unforgettable. It was not just about flying a drone. It was about unlocking a new way to tell my story from above. I'll never forget this moment. The DJI Mini 4 Pro resting quietly on the ground like a coral dream. The sky was soft, with early light, a few clouds drifting lazily overhead. Everything felt still, like the world paused for this small but significant event. I pressed the take-off button, the propellers spun to life with a gentle hum, and then left off. Just like that, my drone was in the air, hovering with perfect balance. I stood in awe. I had watched countless videos of people doing this, but this was different. This is mine. For the first few moments, I barely touched the controls. I just watching, listening to the Mini 4 Pro hum, watching it float with confidence, and seeing the live feed on my screen. The world below looked different, smaller, quieter, more peaceful. Then I moved the sticks slowly at first, forward, backward, rotate. The controls felt intuitive, like I had done this before. I gained altitude, and the view expanded. Rooftops, trees, the curvature of the horizon. I felt something I had not expected. It is freedom. I tried my first orbit shot, one tap, and the drone circled around me like a camera crane in a big budget film. I laughed. It felt cinematic, unreal, like I had just stepped into a dream. The obstacle sensors were quietly doing their job, keeping me safe. I was flying confidently, and the drone responded to every move like it was reading my mind. The camera, pure magic. 4K HDR clarity. Every frame looked like a wallpaper. I panned across the landscape, capturing golden light as it was poured through the trees and rooftops. Even at higher altitudes, the feed remained strong and smooth. That OcuSync 4.0 connection solid as a rock. As I stood there, with the controller in my hands and the soft whir of the propellers filling the quiet morning air, something shifted in me. It was not just about flying anymore. It was about witnessing the familiar from the completely unfamiliar angle. I slowly guided the drone upward, feeling the tension in my shoulders ease as it rose higher and steadier. At about 40 meters up, I paused. The world had transformed. What was once just streets and rooftops now looked like pieces of larger puzzles. Connected, layered, beautiful. I could see the lines of movement, the stillness of places that often go unnoticed. I began recording, framing a simple shot of the horizon, and I just watching it on the screen. I felt something stir. It was not just seeing in the view. I was capturing a feeling. That's when I realized that the Mini 4 Pro really offered not just flight, but vision. The wind picked up a little, but the Mini 4 Pro stayed strong. It didn't fight the breeze. It flowed with it. The stabilization was flawless, even in gusts. The video feed looked like it was not on rails. I played with the angles, few, low and slow. That first flight was the moment I realized this is not just a drone. It's a creative instrument, a flying camera, a journey in the sky. It takes you places you didn't think you could reach, physically and creatively. As I packed off the drone and looked back at the sky, I realized this first flight was more than just a test run. It was a quiet leap into a new passion. The DJI Mini 4 Pro didn't just lift off the ground that day. I did too, with every frame I captured. I felt more connected to the world around me and more inspired to explore it from above. This is just the beginning of my aerial journey, and I can't wait to see where the next flight takes me. Thank you for being considerate with my shortcomings, and thank you for watching.